What's up, guys? This is Lethal Merc bringing you some more Vale of Dorwinion campaign for Third Age Divide and Conquer. Sorry I didn't upload last week, was crazy busy at work, but we are back at it this week with our Dorwinion campaign. So let's jump into it, shall we? Let's see, we have a few armies down here that I think we want to combine at some point. So when this unit, or this army, Captain Lindor, is able to move up here next to these guys, we'll go ahead and merge those armies. It doesn't look like there's any Mordor units around here that will attack us. We have two more units moving, or units, I keep saying units, armies moving down south. We'll have Sild attack the Variegs, you know, just because I kind of want to. I think that it's time to wipe out the Variegs. They're not super powerful. They don't have a ton of land. It does look like they do have some, according to the map here, they do have some in Emin Arnon. I believe that's what it is. Emin Arnon? No, Ithilien. Jeez. Wow. Thought I forgot my lore for a sec there, did ya? Alright. Let's see, we had our Elven General here, and some archer units. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My game crashed real quick, but I was able to recover it. Let's go ahead and move all of these units, I guess, into this army. We can always organize them later. As you guys know, I love having tip-top organization with my forces. So let's go run through our building queues real quick before we end the turn, since we did finish up moving all of our armies, at least I believe so. If not, I think they're on pre-chosen paths, so they will move themselves. Sheep farming there. Let's see, Curbsag. Let's get some communal farming. Stables in Saragost, possibly train some cav here in the future for them, or for that settlement. We can retrain some units here. Oh, it was just a general. Train some Thorn Guard and some cavalry, or Thorn Bladesmen, if you will. We can retrain general's unit there as well, and we'll end that turn. Theodakind. He's 16 years old. Yeah, let's accept him into the family, shall we? Let's see, still got over 1,000 gold, 100,000. Jeez, 100,000 gold. Silly lethal. Okay, let's. I really have no patience for siege battles or for siege attacks, so let's go ahead and attack this settlement. They have a lot of cavalry, so it might be pretty easy. We'll see. They have 3 mounted cavalry units, a couple units of the Easterling Defenders, 2 units of the Steppe Archers, and their general, which is a unit of Varieg Nobles. They are bow cavalry. So let's jump into this and attack them. Alright, let's begin this deployment phase. Let's bring out all of our cavalry. Back here, as always, just hold them in reserve in case we do need them. Let's see. We do have a catapult, so let's go ahead and use that in the beginning. Take down the gate and open up some choke points in the walls to get some flank points. I did accidentally. I built 5 battering rams instead of siege towers, because for some reason I thought it was a palisade. Okay, but that's alright. I guess we will have everyone drop their rams. We could have them go in the sides over here. Maybe not there, because there's no gate. What about this side? Is there a gate on this side? No, there is not. We would have to go all the way around the back of the settlement. In my opinion, not worth it. Let's grab some of these mounted crossbowmen. I really would only prefer to use them in a pitch battle, you know, but since we don't have a ton of missile units in this fight, beggars can't really be choosers here. We do have our Avari Narahim there. Gosh, they are so cool. I mean, they're basically just a Bari guard, but mounted. But still, they're pretty cool. Let's see, and we had everyone but one unit drop the thorn. Every unit that was on battering rams, but those thorn guard, drop their rams. So let's go ahead and group up our units. I had a comment on the last video that suggested that I group up these units better in a effort to better organize them. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's group up our archer units. They'll be second group, and we will group up our melee cavalry into our third group, and then our fourth group will be our missile cavalry. And then catapult doesn't need to be grouped since it is just one unit. Let's see, let's grab, okay, we have all of our missile units here. Let's put them into a loose formation, and then we will have them come up here and possibly shoot down the enemy if they can. It appears that you can't move grouped units in loose formation though, so that is a little disappointing. Still put them in loose. And let's start the battle. We'll have the catapult attack the gate. Actually, no, we'll have them attack the wall since we can just knock down the gate with the battering ram. Looks like our Avari shadows are firing. And I don't think the enemy is quite, we are quite in range of the enemy's units yet. So we are attacking the wall here, trying to break it down with the catapult. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Oh, looks like the enemy is sallying out. If they get too far, though, we can just send in our cavalry to take them down. We'll zoom in on the step archers here just to make sure that they're not gonna try and take us out. Doesn't look like it though. Since that wall's almost destroyed, we will go ahead and not use fire ammo, since it would be kind of pointless. Let's go ahead and move up our crossbows. They would be able to pretty much take care of these step archers with a couple volleys. And let's also have our catapults shoot at them. No, let's not. I would rather, like I said, open up some holes in the wall. And our crossbows should be able to fire down on the enemy here and should be able to take them out fairly easily. They are just little step archers. I don't know how good they are. Doesn't look like we're taking out that many, unfortunately. Let's move these crossbows over here and these crossbows over here. Maybe get a little bit better of an angle on them. We're gonna have our Avari shadows target the units inside here. These Brotherhood of the Lance, these guys are pretty cool looking. Since I think it would always be good to take out some of the enemy, you know, just kind of whittle them down, if you will. Doesn't look like our crossbows are doing a whole lot to the enemy, which, wasn't really expecting. These guys aren't even loading up and firing. Okay. Let's move our horse archers over here. So they can fire down on the enemy as well. Hopefully we can bring down the wall here. And they stop missing. Okay, come on, one more hit. Alright, good. That'll be 3 open choke points then. Gonna have our catapults use their last couple shots at the defenders right here. Alright, and when we are finally... Oh, dang it. My missile cav is getting much too close for comfort here. I'm not liking this at all. Like I said, I would much rather use them in a pitched battle than in this situation. Let's actually have them run over here. Perhaps they can get a little bit better of an angle and fire down on the enemy. It looks like the catapult has one last shot. Hopefully they can get a good hit here. And doesn't look like it. Okay, we will move our catapult back here. And let's move up the infantry. Have our battering ram move up there. The rest of these guys will just come here. We'll have our missile units march up as well. And then our melee cavalry will be right behind them. Perhaps we can whittle down some of them before we go in, because this cavalry is pretty solid. They are heavily armored. So the more we can take them out, the better, I think. We will send in the thorn units first. Have the thorn bladesmen halt there. Move up on the side. And we'll go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. At least until our archer units run out of ammo or come close. I actually would like to have them focus down some of the enemy. Let's have them all shoot at this Brotherhood of the Lance unit. Maybe this one. Because there are more enemies grouped up here. And fast forwarding. Oh no, oh no. They are... Oh, and our men-at-arms charged. so that is not good. Let's have these guys attack them then. I do not want I do not want them to charge my Avari guys. We'll move the Thorn Guard up and attack those Brotherhood of the Lance units. Our men-at-arms should be able to handle themselves. And we can pretty much surround this cavalry here, and with our Thorn Guard, they should be able to take them out fairly easily. Already have a couple of them down. And there goes the enemy, it looks like. Oh, and our men-at-arms are getting shredded. We need to send in reinforcements there. Let's move up our crossbows, as a matter of fact. I'd like them to use the last of their ammo on these packed up units up here, since the Brotherhood of the Bow, they're pretty much shredding our guys. Oh no. Well, we are sending in our Thorn Bladesmen to have them take on those Nomad Horsemen. It looks like our guys over here are doing alright. May need to move back our missile cav units. We can have our privateers attack them. Looks like we are going to have to engage with our cavalry. And going to have our men-at-arms come up here and attack these guys on the walls. Come on. Have all of our cavalry force go ahead and attack those Brotherhood of the Lance units. Since they charged into our missile cav and they are getting destroyed right now. Let's try and get our Avari Narahim out of there. They are valuable and they're hard to come by. We were going to have our men-at-arms attack these steppe archers. And it looks like our crossbowmen are firing up here at these Brotherhood of the Bow guys, but these guys are pretty strong. Having our Avari Guard charge here into these Brotherhood of the Bow guys, we should be able to handle them as well. You know, we're taking more casualties than expected. But, you know, that happens sometimes. That's okay. Looks like all of our units over here wound up pretty safe. So let's move them out. We'll put the Thorn Bladesmen over here by the gate. Keep them in a bit of a reserve position. I'm surprised that they haven't moved in their general yet, to be honest. But it looks like he is still firing. He'll be key to take out in this. These guys are going to be pretty tough, unfortunately, and they are camping in the town center, so we will use the General's Rally. Let's move our Bladesmen into the city. Oh, and here is the General, so we'll have them shoot down there. The risk of friendly fire is pretty high, I guess. Ah, that's annoying. So, let's have them attack the General as well. I just want to see where... Yeah, see, we're just getting too much friendly fire, I think. I mean, we're going to win the battle either way, but, you know, it's just not really worth it. Unfortunately, there isn't another way back into the keep back here, or else I would send our guys back there. We're just going to have to tell them to force their way into the choke point and try and take them out. Let's move our crossbow units back as well as our Avari guys. We do have one shot left, it looks like, on the catapult. I was not aware of that. Where our... Oh, yes, I moved all of our cav back. Forgot about that. But I want to have all of our cavalry attack these Brotherhood of the Lance guys. Obviously have the privateers going first. They are the heaviest cavalry that I have, and they're mercenaries. Looks like, okay, we killed the General. Good. It should clean up the rest of these guys. The enemy should be breaking about now. And we will end that battle. Plus 700. And this force that we fought with was a pretty heavily armed force, but, you know, when the enemy has elite units like those Brotherhood of the Bow and Brotherhood of the Lance Cavalry in there, it's sometimes hard to beat them. Alright. But we did take Oibamari. I don't know how to pronounce any varying cities. Not familiar with this part of Middle-earth. But that's okay, we did win. We took yet another territory. Let's see if we can repair... We'll repair the castle and start work on another one. We'll build the standing stones next to build up our culture. But I think that is going to be it for this video. Guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It encourages me to keep making these. And as always, have a great one.